What's up, y'all? I'm back. I just wanted to show y'all my outfit. I'm about to go run and get some food, and I'm going to surprise Darren with some cookies that he mentioned the other day. So this is my outfit for that. I have on my Tommy Hilfiger shirt, which I wish was like more fitted in the waist area, but it is what it is. See, it makes you look like you're freaking pregnant, and I don't like that. And it's mad long. This shit, I don't know. And I got these sandals for the Lolo from Roses. So they look like Tory Burch. And then I got my tortoiseshell shades on, which is always a vibe. Hey you guys, so I just pulled up to Jazzy Cheesecakes and I'm about to get a little treat. I also just picked up some seafood for me. It's not the typical one that I get. It's more so like seasoning, but not that spicy one that I normally get. So this is where I'm at. Okay, so let me show y'all what I got from Jazzy Cheesecakes. So this is a red velvet cheesecake, and I was expecting it to be more red on the outside, but it's still gonna be good, I'm sure. And then I got for my baby Dare a slice of banana pudding cake, because he's always talking about that, so he's gonna not be too pleased. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Hold the up. Hold up. I don't know how pleased he's going to be that I got him cake when he's trying to, you know, stick to his diet. But, I mean, he does really well. And I just feel like he was asking about these cookies from this place the other night. And that place happens to be uptown, like 30 minutes from the house. So I didn't go there today. I just stopped over here somewhere that was closer by the house. Let me replace this battery so I can talk to you guys about the Dave Chappelle 846. I believe that's what it is. So let me replace my battery so that I can do so. And hurry up and get home for this damn cheesecake melt. He kind of mentioned a couple times that his name was brought up and why hadn't he spoken on it. And I know we all, like, when something like this happens, we're kind of looking for somebody to blame. We like anybody that is in the crosshairs could potentially get blamed, get cussed out, whatever. Celebrities, they're using their platforms and saying the wrong things, not enough PR. I feel like every time as a celebrity that you turn on your record button, that you have to mentally know, okay, I am a public figure and I have to say what I have to say without pissing people off and definitely not being insensitive. So with that said, the special was good. It was very interesting because there was a lot of numerology going on, and a lot of synchronicity going on. But, you know, I'll let y'all watch that. I'll put the link down below so y'all can just click on it and see it. But there was a lot of weird coincidences between, like, birthdays, and it was very interesting. I won't tell y'all too much, but yeah, basically that's why I do recommend it, because, you know, it's unfortunate that it really does take for a public figure to speak about something, for something to get done, you know. Jesus. Y'all, bear with me now. Alright, I'm gonna have the camera at a weird angle right now, because I gotta say what I gotta say before I forget without doing the most. Yeah, but it's unfortunate that a lot of times we don't listen or take heed to things because unless a celebrity says something about it. But it's very important for people to use their celebrity status to reach masses of people when you really think about it. And even if it's just to get the dialogue going, sometimes it's very useful. That's part of the celebrity, the public figure, is to, you know what I'm saying, donate, or, you know, once you accumulate a certain amount of money, it's important to give back to whatever organizations that you strongly believe in and things of that nature, and use your voice. You know, in a lot of ways, I feel like we live by the computer, we die by the computer. I know it used to be live by the gun, die by the guns. Live by the TV, die by the TV, whatever. You know, cable's raising kids, TV's raising kids. Well, now social media is raising kids and healing a lot of things that have happened in history that we now just have unlimited access to. Like, there's nothing that you can't find on the internet. So with that said, it's just like, it's a blessing and a curse in a lot of ways, the way that we live now, because things are being put in your face so much to the point where even if you didn't want to look at it, like, you have to face it, because if you don't face things, you're still gonna get in trouble. We're still gonna be mad, because, you know, everyone knows that things are too accessible. Information is too accessible for you to not know what's going on, especially something so public, and it's showing so many true colors in people. And it's just sad, because it's like you have to send your kids to school with teachers that are potentially racist, and that's scary. Like, there's teachers that have been getting exposed for racist tweets and just things that are coming from a place of hatred. And it's like, wow, you really wanted to teach kids, but I guess you really only wanted to teach one race of children, and you're just gonna, like, it's so systematic that it's in our schools, it's in our courtrooms, it's in, like, you can pay anybody off. It's not just a racial issue. You can pay for anything. You can literally buy people. You can buy souls. And it's just so scary. It's so scary when you think about how much power some people have, or they think they have. Then I found out that George Floyd and that officer actually had dealings with each other, like actual mishaps with one another, which at first they made it kind of seem like, the media kind of made it seem like they knew each other, they worked at the same place, but they never had run-ins. Well, they actually did. And it's just unfortunate that, you know, some people are so fearful of what they don't understand or what they've been told that they just act out, and they really try to abuse their little bit of power in the only way that they know how. There was something that Dave Chappelle said in his show that I felt the exact same way. Like, there's no way that people are not aware of what they're doing. They're not aware that they will possibly, more than likely, get off for the crimes that are being committed. When we're talking about Breonna Taylor, we're talking about a police report that was not even filled out. It was just a blank. We're talking about a high-profile case, a high-profile, first of all, a decorated essential worker that was murdered in her own home, and the police report wasn't filled out. It's almost as if people just, like, want us to disappear, and that's not gonna happen. There's no way that that can happen. There's just a lot of things that just, I don't know, I guess I feel like I said, a lot of true colors being exposed. These streets and paint and all that stuff doesn't really mean anything to me, and I hate to sound like that, but it's so far gone, and this crap has been going on so long that it's like, what is that gonna do? What is that really gonna do for us as people? It's like, so much has been done in such little time that it's like, wow, y'all could have did this all along. But you would rather want to see us as a people go to shit. You want to do whatever you can to make sure that we don't rise. And we're not even looking for supremacy. That's the thing. We're looking for an equal shot. And the fact that people don't even want to play fairly is really scary. Especially in a place where it's supposed to be so like America the bold. You know, there's a lot of things that I like about America. There's a lot of ways that I'm blessed to be an American. So it's not an anti-America type of thing. It's just that I can't believe that people that were brought here against their will are being treated so badly after so much time. A lot of things have just pissed me off, and it really just makes me a lot of things are making me kind of just scoff, like are you for real? Like these streets and these signs, and you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I really respect is those damn protesters, like I said, because those people really gave their all. And I don't know if protesting is still going on, but some people really like went against their family, and really because they want to show their family like, no, Generation X, like, no, you're not correct. What you're saying is ignorant, and I'm not going to stand for it, and people don't deserve to be treated like this. And those are the real brave people to me. Those are the people that I respect. Those are my allies, because you know, it takes a lot for a person to stand up for someone that doesn't look like them. It takes a lot when you know all you have to do is simply turn the other cheek and you can live the best life ever. For you to stop what you're doing and say, you know what, this isn't right, and I'm going to say something about it, even if everybody hates me for doing that. That's really admirable. And you know, I am proud of a lot of celebrities, the way they stepped up and used their voices and their dollar to help the cause. And I am happy about all the petitions that are going around. I signed 2 petitions so far. I don't know. It's just really opened my eyes to a lot. I posted something earlier about how offensive it is when people say to black women, oh wow, you're so articulate, to black women who speak, you know, they have good vernacular and things like that, which I've heard my whole entire life. It's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. It's like, I can understand someone saying, gosh, she's so well spoken, like, but it's almost like it's a look of surprise along with, I don't know. Anyway, so I had an old friend write me, a white girl, and she was like, wow, I didn't even know that existed, that people actually do that and say that to people. She's a very sweet girl. She wouldn't do anything like that. She's like pretty much a hippie. And I was like, yeah, it happens a lot. Along with the strong black woman thing, like, I'm ready to just abolish that whole thing, because you know what I'm saying, there are times when certain things go on, and I actually had to say, if I was short, if I were white, if I were less curvaceous, if I were less opinionated, would anybody expect me to do X, Y, and Z? If I were more frail, would I be expected to do X, Y, and Z? And that comes in, that, you know, I've thought that in a lot of different instances in life, and it's just like a lot of things, a whole lot of things I've silenced, because I know it's not going to get me anywhere, and I know that people will just, the first thing somebody will say is that you're lazy. And it's like, wow, Definitely not. I have my lazy moments, but no, I'm a go-getter. Like, I like to do things my own way, granted, but I also know how to be a team player. It's like almost like you can't say anything because, you know, people are looking at you like, oh, well, you probably just want to live off of the system, and I'm just like, oh my God, crazy. That's why I'm so fearful of ever living on like government assistance, even though maybe I don't know if I had to as a child or not, but I'm so afraid to have like an $8 rent or something like that. No offense to anybody who has that, but I'm so afraid of that, you know what I'm saying, because I'm black. And that's probably the only reason why I'm afraid of it, is because I'm black. How that looks, I don't know. It's a lot of things that have gone on in my life that I could talk to you guys about in reference to racism, in reference to injustices. And I'm getting to the point, I don't cry about things anymore when I see them on TV. It's just like, I'll say a prayer for the family and I'll just feel sad, but I have to go on with my life. That's how I feel. Like, I have to go on with my life. And I just feel like black people have experienced so much trauma and so much PTSD here in the last 30 years or so, if not always. But the way that we have to just keep going is just like, it feels like a mule or like a horse, or like just something that no matter how tired it gets, no matter how hungry it gets, no matter how steep the hill is, like, you always have to keep going. You can never be tired. You can never, like, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted talking about this. And I just pulled up to the house. I appreciate y'all listening to me ramble, you know.